Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. On first down, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And incomplete to open things up. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
But to throw again is Lawrence. Finding room to the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars! A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jags have taken the early lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Lance now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Dwayne Smoot able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
2nd and 11 now. Another try after the first down sack. Lance. And And he wisely will throw that one away. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find the rookie from LSU, Terrace Marshall.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen 1 touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Lance. That one caught by Ross Dwelly. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Lance looks to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it. And he picks up the 1st before he's taken down at the 29. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And Lance now to throw. And right back to Kittle. This time he's got it. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Lance going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrace Marshall with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They go play action with Lawrence. He's going to air one out. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And the 49ers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Terrace Marshall, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now Lawrence to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. DJ Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. DJ Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taken at the 37. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Lance looking to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Here's Lance to throw it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that 3rd, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. Get him down here about the 5-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Gold is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taking it about the 16. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From midfield, here's Lance. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. Touchdown. Terrace Marshall on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Niners are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Get a couple.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Javon Kinlaw coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken it around the 40. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. From the gun, it's Lance. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now Lance. Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Lance. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And
the Niners get there and bring him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
From the 30 on second down, Lance completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lance eluding the pressure right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the gun on third down, Lance escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot here for Marshall. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
From the 24, Lawrence. Flush to his right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
On first down, Mitchell. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw, it's Lance. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Again, it's Lance. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long. Way out there, but it'll be third down. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on first down is Lance. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Sisco. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down to the 20-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Niners are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL's record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. This one caught by Kittle. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On first down, Lance. Now the ball comes loose, and the Jags grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, number one on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third, that right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
Now Lawrence. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Javon Kinlaw able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack of Lawrence, the Jags looking at a 3rd and long. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On is Josh Lambo now for the Jaguar field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Lambo will put this one through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores. And at this point in the 3rd quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Throwing now is Lance. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Lance on the run. He'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot. Couldn't connect. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Agnew now to return. Might have needed just one more block as it stands. 37-yard return. And the Jags will have great for the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap and again to ETN. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back. Now Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game. Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Flushed out right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. And they'll run with ETN. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence, eluding the pressure right. And that's caught. Did he stay in bounds, though? He did not. Ruled incomplete. Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete. Robinson. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They go for it on 4th and goal, but then winds up incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lance. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lance. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips.
Here's a diving catch right side.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 41 yards on the ground for him so far. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output